What is up, my Sagittarius gang? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to read your tarot cards. This is going to be for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. As always, here on YouTube, general messages means not everything I say will resonate with every single Sagittarius out there, so know that in advance. Come into it with an open heart, an open mind, and ultimately only take away messages that speak to you, resonate with you, motivate you, inspire you, all those good things. Release the rest. Anything strange or foreign, assume it's going out to someone else who needs to hear it. All right, Sag? Because you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. All right, those are my rules. Enough of the rules. Let's do it. Let's talk tarot. Should we do the love reading? We'll try for love. What's coming in for love for Sagittarius? Give me a little 3-card storyline, please, Spirit. What's coming in for Sag? For Sag. Whoop, there we go. I like it when they pop. Ah, same card as Leo. 5 of Wands. So maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Okay, actually, I don't dislike this. Usually 5 of Wands indicates arguments and fighting. We'll see if it does. So here's what I think. Bottom of the deck being 8 of Cups. This is a really cool 8 of Cups. I love it. I just love the little depiction. Mermaid tarot. I just got it. I dig it. So, yeah, 8 of Cups indicates usually walking away from something for a period of time, essentially to know what else is out there. A lot of times 8 of Cups indicates you've outgrown something. It's not to say it hasn't served you. It hasn't been for nothing. It wasn't time wasted. But at this point in time, you may have tapped out on it, like it's emotionally void, or it just doesn't bring you the same desire and fulfillment, happiness, joy that it used to. Hence why maybe the 5 of Wands is coming up, because here's the thing. Yeah, this is hilarious, you guys. At first, that's why I was like, oh man, when it first came out, I was like, oh, they're fighting. But I think you're fighting internally. I think you're grappling with something. It's very possible you ended it with someone who you did have some arguments with or differing opinions, right? It doesn't have to be like, beat up, drag out, whatever you call it, fights. The thing is, though, this conflict, it's continuing on even when you guys aren't together. So, I don't know. I think for a lot of you, the judgment, aka going back to the past to tie up loose ends and seeking, I can never think of the word, closure, I guess, seeking closure on something, it ends with you and your soulmate. So it ends with the 4 of Wands, which is, in this, it's quite literally weddings, right? Do you see that? Man proposing to his wife by the cliffs. That looks good. That looks like San Diego or something. Anyway, and what's hidden under it? I love when that happens. The 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are a good team. I think you're going to want to work together, and I think you're going to continue to build on the foundation that was already laid. So I know this isn't everybody's story, and by all means, guys, you always have free will. You never have to go back to someone in the past. But I almost think it's that thing where you kind of had to know what else was out there to understand and value how much a relationship in your life really meant to you. Because I think this says to me the grass isn't always greener. At the time, it may have seemed like these huge deal breakers that this person was throwing at you, but in time when they're gone, I think you miss them. I think that's what this is, and I think a lot of you are maybe still be at the stage where you're trying to detach from it. And I think that's great. I think that's healthy. If you truly do want to start a new chapter, cut the strings. But I almost feel silly advising that because I can tell in the way this story is going, try as you might to move on, there's something that still you're very conflicted about moving on because your mind keeps going back to that person. And for a lot of you, it's because you truly love them, right? And I think you want to fix it. I think you want to continue to build. 3 of Pentacles indicates teamwork, right? Coming together and making mutual decisions that are in everybody's best interest. And that could have been maybe a downfall. Maybe someone was a little bit more self-serving. And I would offer that maybe that relationship is karmic. Maybe it's beautiful because you're able to teach each other things about each other, right? And differing perspectives. I think that's very healthy, right? It's really not that healthy to date someone who's exactly the same as you, because then you're never going to grow. You're never going to learn. You're never going to change. But yeah, this has reunion vibes all over it. So I will read for other people who are not looking for this, but God, this is like friggin' adorable. I'm rooting for you guys. I hope you end up together because it seems like you're able to get past whatever bullshit was holding you back. And, people grow, people change. I think that's good. And so maybe a little bit of distance and space made you want to change things about yourself and do, some internal healing and growing. But some of you may be in the stages where you're trying to go out again and meet new people. And again, that's healthy. That's fine. I support that. A lot of you may be experiencing this lackluster sense of, oh man, I'm putting myself out there and I'm going on dates, but it just doesn't. And so I have mixed feelings about this in that I think it's because you absolutely put this other person on a pedestal. But again, if you're really going to go out dating, you kind of need to try and detach from the other if you're really going to give it your all. Because I'll tell you, you're never going to meet a new match that, you know, satisfies you if you're still putting your ex up on a pedestal. So you know how you feel about your ex, right, Sagittarius? I have an indication on what the cards are telling me, but some of you are watching this going, oh my God, I would never go back to my ex. That's fine, but I would offer, well, why are you still holding on to the grudge or the resentment? Because again, that's impacting your ability to love a new person, right? So just putting in a plug for whatever this is, we kind of got to smooth it out. Like literally all these oars and paddles, it's like we got to smooth the water out. We got to smooth out the emotions. We got to refine it a little bit. But I think a lot of you are going to end up going back to this person and very likely start a family with them. There could have been arguments or discussions about going to the next level. I almost want to throw some zodiac signs on this just because it does seem a little bit specific. Sorry, I'm yelling into my microphone. Let's just for kicks. This might not give me zodiac signs though. What deck do I have that's just zodiac signs? We'll see what happens. Maybe I drew this deck for a reason. What else can I tell Sagittarius about this storyline? Soulmate energy. Tell me about that. Opposition and balance. Yeah, I like that. So possibly something with a Gemini that is opposite you on the zodiac wheel. It certainly doesn't have to be, but opposites attract. That's sort of what I get from this. And the way I say it's like you guys balance each other out. You're a good team. And you can still learn things about each other. Numinous, mystery. The unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, divinely guided, right? There's some sort of unspoken connection, and that's sort of what I get. It's like you guys hear the other person, or you guys feel the other person. There's like almost ESP. What is that? Extra sensory perception? I think that's right. There's something about you guys you're in tune with each other. And North Node, destiny. I like this. It's not giving me zodiac signs, but that's okay. Maybe we were not meant to get zodiac signs on this. This is so great. Opposition, right? Opposed, right? And then it goes from there's a sense of mystery and lol, I can't stop thinking about them, but like I kind of miss them and I think I love them. And then North Node, judgment, like going through your destiny, ultimately returning back to the past to fix something. And then it's like conjunction. It's like, let's cuddle. Conjunction is in theory, it's like when, not in theory, I shouldn't have said that. Conjunction is when two planets fall very close together, almost at the exact same degree. That's what I mean. It's like you guys are very separated and very apart, and then it comes back and it's like, conjunction. Right on top of each other. Damn, Sag. I know where that's going. All right, let's do a new story. That's cute. Good for you, Sag. I'm excited for you. An ascendant outlook. So yeah, you guys may be moving in together, or something about keys, a big purchase. I don't know. Something about keys. That could be someone's name, or I don't know. I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, let's, do I want to keep with this deck? We should probably mix it up, right? We'll do a new one. But I kind of want to keep the stack. All right, we're going to keep doing it. All right, brand new message. Let's tap into a whole new group of Sagittarians. So cute. I love that Four of Wands. Adorable. Actually, I love all these cards. I just think the artwork is so cool. So different and unique. So different and unique. Just like you, Sag. All right, who's the Virgo and the Leo? Whew, and the Pisces. You got 3 major arcana in a row. That's incredible. All right, so this may have to do with the zodiac signs I just mentioned, Virgo, Leo, Pisces. It doesn't have to, though. So the first message I got from this is kind of unusual. I'm getting this idea of you've been thinking about something for a long time, and I think you're getting impatient with the process of finding out all the information, and so one day you just take action to do it. I don't know what this is, but... And the thing is, I think it's admirable in that you're like, well, I'm just going to try it. Only whatever the circumstance is, it takes a little bit more time to hatch, to marinate, for all the ideas to be kind of fleshed out. So I'm not saying you have to know every single answer, but Hermit mode indicates there's a lot to be learned here. There's a lot of knowledge to be gained internally on this sort of spiritual path you're headed down. I think you see a lot of potential in it. I think eventually it's going to make you very happy, but if it's almost like you leap too soon, or you leap before you look. And so it's not bad, but you end up in a more tricky position. If it results in the Hanged Man, it's like, I've been waiting and thinking about it, and like, I'm just going to do it because it's going to make me happy. And you're like, oh, but I didn't anticipate that happening. I know this is super vague. That's all I'm getting right there. So What's the deal with this? It could be some sort of creative endeavor you're about to undertake, or I don't know if this is romantic. I really can't tell. What is this? You have all people, so that makes it a little bit more confusing. Hermit is about seeking internal wisdom. All right, so let's do it this way. What is the Hermit shining the light on then? What still needs to be fleshed out here? And if I can give Sagittarius any advice there. The King of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Double Leo energy. Oh, okay. So for some of you, this is still the idea of releasing an ex or something that happened in your life that ultimately was the ending or a closing out of a chapter. It could be, this is similar to, I think, Leo had this involving an Aries, so this may have to do with another fire sign. In fact, you do have Leo here. Somebody who it's like they went through a very difficult ending, but they came out on the other side much stronger. So eventually that's what this is leading to. But it could be that they haven't quite finished, that healing process. So they're rushing out because they don't want to feel all up in their feels and sad anymore. But it's saying, look before you leap. But also, this says to me, like, it's not going to be an easy process, this healing, but it is absolutely necessary for you to feel alive at the end, right? There's absolutely light at the end of the tunnel. So don't rush the process, because then what's going to happen is you're going to connect with someone and they're going to want to hang out with you all the time. And you're going to be like, I think I do, but actually I still feel weird about this, and I'm still thinking about my ex, and then the hangman comes in and you're like, well, wait a minute. So it's like you rush the process too soon. This may have to do with a fire sign in your life, especially if you dated an Aries Leo Sag, especially a male Aries Leo Sag. Something ended that was kind of like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, not what you were wanting or anticipating or expecting. The thing is, this is kind of coming up in your past, so I think you're already through the thick of it, but that's what I mean. Make sure you actually do the healing, and that you learn to love yourself again. You're not loving from a place of lack or codependency. You're actually starting fresh and starting anew. If you do that, you will succeed with flying colors. Again, if you're not willing to do all the work and you're sort of cherry picking the things you want to do and whatever, it's not a death sentence. It's just saying, well, it's going to end in a weird way. And I think, here's what this says to me. The next relationship you leapfrog into, if that's sort of what you're doing, that's going to end too, because following the hangman is the death card. So in theory, if you have the sun, rejuvenation, joy, creativity, sparks, magic, childlike innocence, growth, it's like that starts off hot and heavy, and then immediately you get hit with all these obstacles in the relationship again. And it has to do with you not rushing the process. And this could even be, if it's career related or job related, I would even say doing the proper research, not just being like, I'm going to open a shop. Like, okay, but have you know what I mean? Like, have you researched what that's like? And have you asked people who actually do it? And like, there's like, don't rush the process of the intake of information and wisdom. That is going to set you up for great success. Patience, Sagittarius. Temperance, right? That's your card. So what's coming in then? What's this? Possibly something with a Leo. There could have been an ending with a Virgo, a very brutal one, or again, something with a fire sign. I think there's a Pisces waiting on you to make a move towards them. What's the deal there? The Hierophant. Yeah, this Pisces wants to marry you. or they just really want you to commit. They talk about their girlfriends to you all the time, or their boyfriends, or their sister, their sibling. There's something that they talk about. They're people like, oh my God, I hope Sagittarius calls me. Like, it's very kind of like gossipy. They talk about you, but it's because they're hoping you come in and save them. Knight of Swords. So you might then. You may, and maybe that's the person you're rushing to go towards. I don't know. Knight of Swords. Well, I don't know. Nothing I said isn't valid, but I also think that this person just has a lot they want to tell you. It's like they've been waiting so long, they're holding back because they're waiting for you to break the ice. That's important. But it's like once you break the ice with this person, they're just going to unload all this stuff to you. It's like there's concealed feelings here. This could even be someone who has a crush on you, and like they're already like, Pinteresting your wedding or something. Like there's a lot of like intense energy here. It's not all bad, but this person really likes you. So if you're interested and you know who this is, I guess I would make yourself known, because that could potentially be good. You may be, okay, if you're already with a Pisces or possibly a Gemini, your wedding plans may have gotten put on hold, so that's going to proceed soon. There's going to be like a pickup on where you left off. And then with the Leo, what's the deal with the, or whoever this is? It doesn't have to be a Leo. Could be a male earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Happiness, growth, abundance. Yeah, there could be something lucrative, some sort of business deal or something that you acquire a lot of money. You're going to be busy. You're going to be really busy. So this could be a couple where when you guys are together, it's absolutely fantastic, but you may both be almost workaholics in a sense. So that could impede upon a relationship that could be really fun and thriving. So just something to be aware of. Again, balance, right? Balancing out your work life and your private life, your, however you want to say it, work-life balance. A lot of earth energy here. Some of you are going to have pregnancy on the horizon. Something to do with children or pregnancy. It could even be adoption or something like that with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or possibly a Scorpio. What an interesting death card this is. I kind of dig it. I don't dig this, but it almost reminds me of... was that 90s like heroin chic? Do you remember like all the really skinny waif girls and oops, let me shut you that way. Except it's like a dude. And again, I'm not condoning that like, you know, weird history of fashion, but it just reminds me of that. Like he looks like fucking dead. I mean, obviously the death card, right? But it's like heroin chic. This person might be a model or really into like, there's also something so Sagittarian about that too. Like the sad goth kid. I just have so many feelings and I don't know. I don't think it's all bad. I do think it's, you have a lot of pairings about sun and the death, and it has to do with like that's interesting the way I said that. But anyway, it has to do with like growth and decay. It has to do with starting and then ending. So again, make sure you finish out old chapters properly before you engage in new things, just so you don't block your blessings. That's all it is. It's right. That's all I'm trying to say. And again, this thing, it could be really great. Earth energy, I love that. It's solid, it's sturdy, it's reliable, it's valuable, it's stable energy. But if you guys put too much into your independent work lives, it's going to be met with a lot of opposition when you try and get together, because you're always going to be like, oh, I got to get back to the office. I got to hop on this call. There's like workaholic stuff bleeding into this. But if you guys can like, you know, balance that out, that could be very fun. That could be very joyful. I love this card. I think this is my favorite card in the deck. All right. As per usual, I started to ramble and this got way too long. But anyway, if that helps Sagittarius, awesome. That was my goal today. If any of this is intriguing or seems to fit your story, book a personal reading. I would love to do that with you. So just shoot me an email and we'll get you all squared away. Other than that, I will see you next Tuesday for more tarot. Bye, Sagittarius.